Good evening, YouTube family. How is everyone today? Welcome into Deborah's Quiet Corner. I'm coming back tonight with a journal reading um, for 8/16/2021. How is everyone doing? I'm in the comfort of my front room. I got my journal out. I have my entry in for today, and I'm just going to share what I have in here for today, and hopefully something that I have written here in my diary today can be a blessing and a help to someone. I hope everyone is staying safe. We all know that we're dealing with a whole lot right now. It's very unfortunate. We all have to try to stay safe. We have to try to, um, just try to make sure that we're doing all we can do. And that's basically all any of us can do at this point. I know a lot of the schools are closing down with regards to the children getting sick. I think in some places the teachers are getting sick as well. And I know that they're like closing down a lot of the different schools. And I know there was some protests out in LA with regards to the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated. Um, so I guess the only thing we can do at this point is try to be respectful towards one another and you know, wait this thing out, and hopefully we can all come through it in a positive way. The air conditioner's running in the back, so you're probably going to hear that running. Um, I'm sure you can hear me talking over that. I have a pretty strong voice. My voice holds up pretty good under the air conditioner. So it's journal night. I was going to come on last night. I just couldn't get everything in place that I needed to get in place to come on last night. So I said, you know what? I'll wait until Monday and I'll come on and share my journal. So if you know anyone that would like to come in and share in this time of my journal reading, like I said, there are some things in my journal that is very private and I don't share those things, but things in here that I think can maybe be a help to someone or encourage someone, those things I do share. So invite a friend to come on in and take a load off. I'm sure everybody's had to deal with whatever they had to deal with today, and we thank God that He blessed us and we got up and we seen another day. So that in itself is a blessing. So with that being said, I'm going to read. I'm not going to be on here long. I'm just going to share what's in my journal, and then I'm going to get off of here and let you get back to whatever it is that you were doing before I came in to your space tonight in Deborah's Quiet Corner. So today is Monday the 16th of 2021, and I'm just going to read some pointers that I wrote in here in my journal. And like I said, what you can use it. You know, if it's going to be something you can use in your daily routine or your thoughts of the day, and you might think of something I said tonight that you can go back tomorrow and go and pick it up and say, she said this last night, and that's really something I'm thinking about today, and this is going to help me a little bit. So that's basically why I come on and share out my journal, because I know there may be something here that I am saying that can be helpful to someone that's listening tonight. So that is what I'm hoping for. That something that I read out here tonight will encourage someone and help someone. If it doesn't, come to you while I'm speaking on it, maybe it'll come back into your mind on tomorrow, and you'll think about something that I said that could possibly be of some help to you. So, with that being said, let me begin. Dear Journal, three things you can do when you are in pain. Number one, just cry. Let the tears flow. Acknowledge what you feel And do not be too hard on yourself. It's okay to cry. It means that you are human and pain is a part of your life. Do not ignore your emotions. If you can't carry it anymore, then release everything. Your tears are a gift from God, and it can wash away all the impurities you have inside. Our tears are a gift from God. Remember that. I know a lot of men been taught coming up in their early age that it's not manly for a man to cry, and if he cries, he shows any emotion. He's not, you know, the man that, you know, the strong man that can just, withstand anything. But a real man can cry. There's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes when we do cry, it releases some of the emotions that are bottled up in us. And it's so helpful. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not a sign of weakness. It's not a sign that you gave in under the pressure. It's just a release mechanism that the Lord has given us to be able to cry. And that's an emotion. And there's nothing wrong with that. Number two, talk to God. Do not just rely on other people. Come to Him. He is the one who will comfort you. Tell Him all your worries and cares. Surrender all your pain and let Him know about what you truly feel. Treat Him as your best friend. Tell Him everything that's going on inside. Let Him love you. Let Him embrace you in the midst of difficult seasons of your life. That's what God is there for. He wants to comfort us during our difficult times in life. Some people run to the Lord in their difficult times in life, and some people run away from the Lord in their difficult times in life. Some people run in His arms, some people run away from Him and from away from His arms. But you can treat Him as your best friend. You can tell Him anything. You can tell Him everything, and He won't share it and go and tell anybody. The things that you share from your heart and from the soul, He won't go and tell anybody your secrets. He'll keep them close to His heart, and He'll help you to get through those difficult times. So, number one was um, when we want to communicate with the Lord, we can just cry, we can talk to God. And number three, be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. You're patient with everybody else and what their situations are and their circumstances. You find yourself so patient with everybody. But then when it comes time for you to have that patience with yourself, you don't have that patience with yourself. You have patience for everybody, but you won't have patience for yourself. God wants you to have patience for yourself. The healing process will take time. There's some things that takes time to heal. You heard the saying, time heals all wounds. Time does heal all wounds at different times for different people. Some people may get over it quicker and faster than you can. So don't be hard on yourself if it takes you a while to get over it. Don't beat yourself up if it takes time for you to get over it. Let the healing process take the time that it needs so that you can be completely healed when you move on and move away from that pain and that heartache that you just cried out and you took to God. Um, The healing process will take time, but you need to patiently walk along the journey. When it's too hard to do it, and when you feel so tired, be the first one to comfort yourself. If you tap yourself on the shoulder and remind yourself that you are just going through the process, we go through processes. God takes us through different processes, and it's a part of life. A lot of people want the blessing, but they don't want to go through the process. We have to be willing to go through the process. If we want to get to the blessing, you look at somebody blessed and they got a, look like they just got it going on. You don't know what it took for that person to get where they are. You don't know what they had to go through, the process that they had to go through, the tears that they had to go through, the talks to God that they had to experience, being patient with themselves. All you see is the end result, but you don't see the process, the journey. You got to be patient and walk along the journey when it seems too hard to do it and when you feel so tired. And be the first one to comfort yourself. There's nothing wrong with comforting yourself. King David in the Bible said that he had to encourage his own self. Sometimes you got to encourage yourself. You got to be your own team cheerleader. And you got to get them pom-poms out and be your own cheerleader because people are not going to cheer you on. So sometimes you have to be your own cheerleader when you're going through certain things and encourage yourself and talk to yourself and remind yourself where you came from and where you're trying to get to. So you have to sometimes just encourage your own self. And there's nothing wrong with that. Be the first one to comfort yourself. If you tap yourself on the shoulder and remind yourself that you are just going through the process, tap yourself on the shoulder sometimes. Say, hey, it's only a process. You're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. I've been through things before and I made it through with the help of God. And I know I can make it through this. Encourage yourself and tap yourself on the shoulder and encourage yourself and get up and keep on going. It ain't over till God says it's over. And we have to keep pushing forward. Even in what we see and going on all around us, we have to still get up every day and keep pushing forward. You can't give up. You can't give up and you can't give in. Don't be in a hurry. Everybody is in such a hurry. You got drive-through cleaners. You got to drive through where you can pick up your medication at your pharmacy. You got drive-through bank tellers. You got drive-through just about anything that you want to get done in a hurry. You don't even have to get out of your car. You can go through the quick drive-through and get these things done. We are in such a hurry. Where are we going? Where is everybody rushing to? Why is everybody in such a hurry? Where are we going in such a hurry? Sometimes we gotta slow down. Let let God be the source of your courage, and He will teach you how to love yourself. God teaches us how to love ourselves. We can't really love anybody else if we don't love ourselves first, and that's not selfish. You can't give to people what you don't have. So today out of my diary is encouragement, and these are the three things that we have to do when we're in pain. The first thing we have to do is just cry. Just let it out. Boo-hoo, get you some tissue, honey, sister child. Cry and let that stuff out. Dry your face off and get back up. The next thing we need to do is to talk to God and stop relying on other people. Sometimes people fail us. That's not their intentions, but they fail us. And that's not what they're intended. They're not intended to do it. They're human like we are. And everybody is going through something, if the truth be told. Everybody is dealing with some type of something right now. And then last but not least, be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself and beat yourself up. Oh, I made a mistake. And oh, this ain't going to get no better. And oh, it's just, oh, and oh. No, don't do that. Be patient with yourself. Say, I'm going to get through this. I've been through things before and I got through it and I'm going to get through this with the help of the Lord. Encourage yourself. Pat yourself on the shoulder. That's not prideful. You do something good and you did good at it, you said, good job. You did a good job. If ain't nobody else gonna come around and pat you on the shoulder, ain't nothing wrong with you patting yourself on the shoulder. Don't let nobody make you think it's something wrong with you patting yourself on the shoulder. But you're not doing it in pride. You're encouraging yourself. And stop being in such a hurry. If you just came out of a relationship, let yourself heal. Don't go jumping into another relationship. You're going to take that same pain and that same hurt into the next relationship. Because why? You weren't patient with yourself. You didn't let yourself heal. So I hope it's something I read out of my journal tonight that could be a help to someone. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you so much. I really do. I appreciate you so much. And I really do love you guys. And I love coming in and sharing. I teach on different biblical topics. I've done some cooking. I may get back in the kitchen once I purchase my camera and get everything set up with that. I may go back into the kitchen as the weather changes. It's been so hot here. I haven't really feel like doing a whole lot of cooking and get me some menus together and go back in the kitchen. And even when I'm in the kitchen, I'm trying to teach something encouraging. I'm trying to teach something from the Word of God because that's basically what my platform is, speaking on the things of the Lord. And like I said in our earlier recording, that sometimes the things of God are not going to come across to us in the way that we desire it. And it's not always going to come in a soft, gentle place because God has two natures. And some things are not going to be comfortable. But I can't not teach on those things because maybe a larger part may not want to hear those things because it's a balance. God has balance. He has this soft, gentle side of him, and then he has a side that, um, you know, that if he gets angry or he's not an angry God, he's a very forgiving and graceful God and forgiving God, but then he has another nature. And we just want to hear the soft, cushy stuff all the time. But God is a God of balance. He has love for us. He wants the best for us. He desires the best for all of us. But he also has a nature where he just doesn't like sin. He can't tolerate sin. And he will judge sin eventually. So those are the balances in my teaching. And I have come on here in the beginning teaching, and I will continue to teach. And if I go back into the kitchen, I will be doing some teaching on that part of my platform um, of Deborah's Quiet Corner. So I appreciate you coming in, like, share, leave me a comment, encourage yourself, pat yourself on the shoulder sometimes, and guess what? Good people, if you gotta cry, just cry it out sometimes. Boo-hoo it out, go wipe your face, get up, and keep on moving forward. Okay? Everybody be blessed. Like, share, and leave me a comment. And I'll see you back here in Deborah's Quiet Corner real soon. Everybody stay safe. God bless you. Good night.